guys, for always being here and doing what you do. I appreciate you so much. Just going to go over a couple of headlines, and I'm going to try to wrap it around into a little closing statement. But so we have a lot going on in the nation, the economy, and everything like that. So we can look to Hawaii and the nation's response to something, a tragic event, and thousands. There's 1,300 people missing right now, and our news channels still aren't giving it the time that it should be, and the attention. So the funding also, FEMA's kind of getting in the way of a lot of the resources that are trying to be brought into Maui. And how can that affect us here in this little county? Well, the government, whenever they do get in charge of a situation, it usually doesn't work out. Trust us, we're with the government. It's always a funny saying. We can look, though, to see East Palestine in Ohio also that just had a humongous natural disaster, wiped the whole county off the face of the planet. Now we're dealing with it again in Maui, and another failed cleanup by our, three-letter organizations. So here in our county, if we were to ever experience anything like that, what would be our response? And what would we have in place to try to take control of that situation? Same thing with COVID 2.0, which is getting ready to be brought out. They're already locking schools down in Georgia, mask mandates, forced vaccinations, social distancing. You can shut down all of our family businesses and leave open the pot shops, the liquor stores, the strip clubs, and the big business, big chain business. And so we really have a lot on our table coming up over the next few months, and I would like to see our county try to get ahead of the problem. And so I have a friend in Austin, Texas, who goes to a church. It's 3,000 to 5,000 people in the congregation weekly. He has been brought in to do a crisis response team for that church. Big group. They're taking it very seriously, so that if something like Maui were to happen, then Austin, Texas has a good grip on people and a good system in place so that they can respond and they can take control of the situation. And I think that we could do that similar, but also expand that. We have so many great churches in our county. We have so many good pastors. I think we should be taking those resources and those people, putting them to good use. There's a great little viral video going around of a tree that falls over a main road in Alabama. And if we were to leave the government to the situation, it would take them a day and a half to get the right people, the right stuff in place to fix it. But it just so happens there's a couple of country boys with a chainsaw in the truck, chopped the tree up, moved it out of the way immediately, everything resumed. So I think that we can approach the same thing. Instead of having so much bureaucracy, we get it down to the local people who can act right then and there. We could actually have a much faster response. I think that's about all that I got, but I thank you guys for all that you do every month, and that's it.
All right, thank you, Mr. West.